Everyone, welcome back. Today we're looking at lithium companies. What are the lithium companies that I'm investing in? What are the lithium companies that I'm considering investing in? What are the best lithium companies to invest in right now? Like the top companies. This is a really good question to ask. The lithium stock market prices have been declining. This is a good thing, and this is one of the first time I've been able to buy shares because it's in my budget as an investor. I would like to start with Lithium Americas Corporation. This is one of the first lithium companies that I've been keeping an eye on. I've been keeping an eye on quite a few different lithium companies for quite some time, and this is definitely one of those companies. Lithium America. It's just an incredible price right now to buy, and I'll explain why. If we think back to March 2020, it's a long time ago, but this was pandemic March, when the market was absolutely doing terrible. The price per share for Lithium America at the time was around $2.70 at the cheapest. In fact, it might have been a little bit cheaper, but if we look at the price now, it's $6.85. The last time this share was at $6-ish was late 2020, and this was in August. That's like 3 years ago. That's 2021, 2022, 2023, August. That's like 3 years ago. So since then, the price have not been this cheap. In fact, at some points, the price has been as high as $38 per share, even $20 per share, $25 per share is incredible. So to have an opportunity just to invest a little bit of money into this company at that price, I felt like I was quite privileged. I took that opportunity. Another lithium company that I've been looking at is Standard Lithium. Standard Lithium is significantly cheaper than Lithium America, but that's also because they're vastly different companies when it comes to management and when it comes to scale and size. But also, when you consider that the share prices are different, you also have to consider the amount that's being invested into these companies and subsequently the amount of shares they have overall outstanding. That makes a huge impact on the pricing of the share. But Standard Lithium is one of the companies that I've been looking at for quite some time. At its height, it's been at $12.32. I saw this as a great opportunity to put just a little bit of money into this company just to watch the performance. I just wanted to be emotionally invested. It's quite often that I either buy 1 share, 5 share, or sometimes 10 share. This allows me to keep track of these shares more often, learn more about these companies. I always tell people that sometimes I just buy 1 share, and that helps me to keep track of these companies and do more research. I've never really spoken about lithium companies on this channel, not that much. Well, it's going to change now. Because I'm investing in these companies, I'll be talking about these companies a lot more because I'll be doing more research. I'll be learning more about these companies. If I didn't have 1 share or 5 share invested, I probably wouldn't be talking about these companies. I like to talk about companies that I'm learning about, that I'm interested in investing in, or that I'm actively investing in. Because that's research for me. I'm emotionally invested. I care about my money, even if it's like £20, even if it's £25. Because one day, I might decide to invest 5,000, 10,000 in a given share. Now, one of the lithium companies that we must speak about is Tesla. Tesla has their own refinery, lithium refinery, or it's currently in development. Nevertheless, this is a lithium company who will be producing lithium quite soon if they're not doing that already. So I have to add Tesla to the list. They're not just an automaker, they're a technology company as well. They're a technological company. They're a software technology company. It just happens to be that they make cars. But their most valuable features in their vehicles is the tech that's within Teslas. That is the self-driving feature of the vehicle. That is the software, the OS. That is the Sentry mode. I really love Sentry mode, the self-park. So many interesting features. Not to mention, Tesla is one of those companies that are actively working on robotics. So this company has an incredible portfolio, and they will continue to develop this portfolio in some really impressive ways, such as creating a lithium refinery company, which was genius by Tesla because they need lithium to power their vehicles. And if you can create your own refinery, what else could Tesla do in the space for lithium production? They possibly could do more to help themselves lower costs. If they can lower the cost of production for their vehicles, that's more money in their pockets for profit, which means that the shares perform better. I've owned Tesla shares before, and I think I've owned Tesla shares 2 different times. I sold 2 different times, and I made profits 2 different times. I wish if I had $100,000 to invest in Tesla. I don't have that money. I don't have that fund. I don't have that sort of budget. And I'm just being honest. I'm an open investor. I'm an open book. But whenever I have enough money to afford one Tesla share, I do tend to buy. When Tesla was just around $150, and this was back in January, and this was back in April this year, when it was just around there, April, May, I actually bought a share and I sold quite recent. I sold quite recent above $260. I was quite happy with that. I made a substantial profit, and that was really good to know. Again, this is research, but it's also a little bit of money in my pocket that I could use to invest in other shares. And I've done this with a few different companies, not just Tesla, but a few different companies that I've made small amount of profits from. I've often sold, and what I've done is I put the profit back into my investment account. So this money that you're seeing right there, $230, that's not my money. That's money I made from shares like Tesla, Riot. I made a huge amount of profit from Riot and another blockchain crypto mining company. But there it is. There it says right there, since I've been investing in this account, I've made £203. So majority of the money you're seeing right there, that's not my money. That's just profit that I've made from trading shares. Sorry, buying and selling shares, stocks, whatever. So whenever people ask me, why do you only buy one share? Well, that's made me buy more share for free. Because there's no point investing £10,000 into stocks markets to try to be rich. That's a waste of time. I'm nowhere near there yet. So I'm not even trying to do that. What I'm trying to do is just research and learn. I sold quite recently, so I'm once again buying up a few shares once again to add to my portfolio. To my normal general investing account, I've got about 35 Polestar shares, and I'm planning on buying 5 more Polestar share tomorrow morning. Well, tomorrow afternoon. It's afternoon for me when the market opens. The share is just hovering above $2. I'm buying around 5 more shares. One of the reasons I don't invest a lot into Polestar is because I don't want to invest some money into Polestar and then have to sell. There's people out there who are down thousands of pounds. I'm only down £46 in Polestar. So what I've done, I've bought small amount of shares gradually as the share price dips, which means that I lose less money. I own 35 shares now, but if I bought 35 shares at the IPO, that would have cost me $350, I think. Yeah, that would have cost me roughly around $350, and I would have lost 44%. So I would have lost a lot more money than £46. I would have lost $100, $150, who knows, $160, $170. So by buying small amount of shares, one share, the market is going to dip even more. Why buy all your shares at once when you can just buy little by little as the share dip? You get more for your money. Honestly, it's bizarre that people don't understand this. This is fundamentally common sense. Anyway, another lithium company that I'm now looking at, this is ALB Marley. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I could be completely wrong. Let's look at the price of this share back in pandemic times. March 2020. It was around $60. So what you're seeing now is just around double the share price. 60 times that by 2, that's 120. So that's just over double the share price. I would say this is a really good time to start buying. Not financial advice. I'm talking to myself. So if I buy one share and people start criticizing me, I know what I'm doing. It's worked for me. It's honestly worked for me. Maybe it hasn't worked for you, but that's not my problem. Okay? Why would I only start with one share? Well, let's look at the price. The highest price of this share, $316 back in November last year. November is next month. This is 1 year anniversary. It's almost lost like 60%, 65% of its entire value since then. So I'm smiling because now's the time. But this is a lithium company that I'm definitely looking into. This is said to be a huge lithium company, in fact. Market cap at 15.7 billion. Like I said, the general lithium market is going down gradually. This is how I buy share typically. I don't buy everything at this price around this area. I would rather buy around this area, and I probably just buy one. Even if I had the money to buy 10, I probably wouldn't buy 10. I'd probably buy 2, 3, and then I'll wait and I'll be like, oh, it's going back up. That's good. I can start seeing profit. I'm getting quite excited. And I'm also having a bit of doubt, like, should I have bought more? But then I wait a bit more and I might buy around this price again. So I might wait until the price is somewhere similar and I might buy another one or another two. I might buy another two. Now we got 5. I might wait a little bit more until it goes down and I'll buy another 2 or 3. Maybe I'll buy another 5. But then I want to wait until it's all the way down and I'm like, I haven't got any more money to invest. And this is where I'd like to buy 10 more. So there, I'm just saving myself money. Instead of buying like 10, I just start with 1 and I gradually just watch the share. If it goes down, I can save money by buying more and waiting for the stock to go down. Honestly, I don't know how people don't understand this. Piedmont Lithium. This is another lithium company that I'm interested in investing in. And as you can see, the price has been going down nice and gradually. That's just within the last month. Within the last month, it's lost about $12 off its share price. And that just leaves a smile on my face because I know times I just like buying in the dips. I don't buy when other people buy. I like buying in the dips, and that's one way of thinking, but it doesn't mean that that's how I'll be investing and thinking for the rest of my investment. I'll always change this up depending on how much money I'm using. Right now, I'm just using a small amount of money, and that money puts me low at risk because it's good to research, it's good to know. Now, I was looking at an article quite recently, Best Lithium Stocks to Buy in October 2023. This was really interesting because, of course, Albemarle was one of those stocks. In fact, it was the top stock. Mining and chemical producer Albemarle is leading the charge in global lithium output. Amongst the company's biggest customers is Panasonic, which manufacture lithium batteries for everything from small consumer electronics to EVs. I believe Tesla used to have a partnership with Panasonic. They probably still do. Albemarle recently made the news with a bid to acquire small Australian pre-production lithium miner Liontown Resources. Albemarle hopes to close the deal by mid-2024. Although lithium prices can be volatile, Albemarle has proven itself over the years to be a durable mining operator with the ability to bring lithium to the market. Other companies that are on this list are such as Ganfeng Lithium. Pacific Ganfeng Lithium dominates as China's largest producer of base material for lithium battery manufacturing. Given the sheer size of China's production, 1.4 billion, and the rapid rise in EV sales, Ganfeng is well positioned as top supplier to EV manufacturers based in China as well as the US EV manufacturers such as Tesla. The company is well capitalized with cash and manageable debt, and it generates healthy profit margins. So other companies on this list are such as Sociedad Química Mineral de Chile. I do apologize. I know I didn't pronunciate that correctly. So this is one of South America's top basic material and chemical companies. One of the world's largest producer of lithium used in batteries and other energy storage technology. The fourth on this list is Livent. In 2019, farming chemical supplier company spun off its lithium production segment. The new company Livent has a limited history operating as independent company before the pandemic struck. Resulting in global supply chain issues have been affecting the firm ever since. However, sales soar alongside lithium pricing in 2022. Legacy automaker has big plans to electrify their vehicle lineup, so Lithium America is 5th on this list. The potential trend has led to big jumps in smaller, more spectacular lithium stocks such as Canadian-based Lithium America. It's funny that it is Canadian-based. Lithium America currently doesn't generate any revenue. But keep in mind, Canada, it's in America, the continent. That's another story for another time. A list of lithium stocks that I'm interested in, some that I'm buying, some that I want to buy, and some that I'm keeping an eye on. Thank you for watching today. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Are you buying any lithium stocks? Which one are you buying? And what do you think about the ones that I've spoke about today? Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.